BitBoy Crypto Morning TA. Good morning, everybody. It's September 21st, 2021. My name is Piano Matty B. That is Scaramucci's. This is your Morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing, all the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index has dropped to 27 from yesterday's 50. The greed is growing. It knows he missed Nussbaum's social media market sentiment, and our rent-controlled apartment in Queens is at 68%, which means every time people talk about Bitcoin, has a 68% positivity rate. Bitcoin dominance is at 42.2%. 24-hour volume is at 148 billion, and the overall market cap is 1.92 trillion. Give or take a couple hundred million. Over on the 4-hour chart, what a day yesterday. One of my favorite bands, Entries Galore, played a 24-hour benefit concert for those wanting to get into crypto markets at highly discounted prices. Keith Richards wasn't heard saying, "Never has a band given so much to so many with one foul dip." After wicking down to 40K-ish, we formed a hammer candle. A bullish candle that carries with it the power of price reversals. After hammer candle, we like to see a confirmation occur with subsequent green candles, which we saw. Now we can also make the argument that we are seeing a bear pennant forming, from which also carries the power of continuating patterns, but in this case, to the downside. So is it just a couple 4-hour chart noise canceling signals? Well, we are under all moving averages, not my favorite place to be. And there's that wick elephant in the room, which I think I'll stop singing about because I feel I may be snake charming the wives' tales into reality. So let's get out of here and take a look at the daily. Now that, my friends, is a hammer candle. We see yesterday's candles stick the wicks clearing off the docket. We can see when price action hit 40K and Entries Galore took the stage, all the bulls rushed into the stands to buy the dip back up to 43.3, which is a level we talked about yesterday that I wanted to hold. And although we didn't, we've recovered nicely back. And I'll take it. But Piano Matty B, doesn't that candle leave with it yet another wick? And to that I say, I told you we weren't going to talk about it. But I will point out some killing floors that we will see the bears become heads on the walls. And that is 42.2-ish. Shut your mouth. And of course, our old friend Fibonacci down at the 23% fib level at 37.7. Last week we talked about this crude head and shoulders pattern possibly coming in and ruining our September bull fiesta. And I suppose that it has. Zooming out to the weekly, let's put on our green-colored glasses of optimism. Squint and let that bull flag form. Following this glass half full scenario, I would look at some high probabilities of a breakout at about 46.3-ish with a 1.5 week kicker timeline. Now, does that mean I think it will take a week and a half to fully recover and continue up and not down? No. But that's what the info was telling me out of the side of its mouth. And my dad eye is stink eyeing that curling MACD. I'm going to be watching that and hope she curls back up, and barring a complete market meltdown of the traditional kind, you know, with all them dinosaur bones and criminals. We are in a WRE, and of course that is an acronym for the term whale-rich environment, which I just made up just now. But hey, the old wives' tale I made seemed to manifest itself real proper like. So why not manifest a whale-rich environment, or WRE? Maybe drop WRE in the comment section and see if we can't Eckhart Tolle our way back to 50K. You never know. We just might hit their sentimental funny bone. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected lead. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. BitBoy Crypto Morning Tea. Hey, whoa. And cha-cha-cha, ching.